all of their capabilities that they have going. We want to maintain that U.S. presence up on the space station. So we want to make sure that we don't have a gap. I think that's most important to us, is to making sure that we can get our next crew up there and ready and trained so that there's no gap between our crews to be able to continue that research and that science, the stuff that's really important. You mentioned a little bit, I'll go back about the difference in space shuttle and what we're doing now. You know, in the past in space shuttle, we were helping to architect and build the space station. Now we're focused a lot on the research and the science and to be doing these studies that can help us maintain that long presence with humans aboard the space station. So we want to make sure that we can continue that presence on the space station and continue that research and studies.
You mentioned all of the reviews that are going to be going on over the next couple of weeks leading up to launch. I think it's also important for people to know that you're also working on the return plans for the Crew 1 astronauts in tandem.
That's correct. It's, that's one of the things that we look at our return scenarios. We look at all of that actually when we're going to launch too. So back in November, even when we were preparing for the launch, we wanted to make sure that we were ready to land given any opportunity that we needed to and during the whole mission. So we prepare a lot of our efforts back even when we launch. But you're right. Once again, we're exercising that. We're practicing all of our landing. We actually do some recovery training. We do a lot of the additional sequences and last final steps that we need to prepare for that return of that crew as well. So we're kind of doing that in tandem, in parallel, and making sure that we have, like I said, maintained all of our checklists and done all of our checkouts of the hardware, getting ready for that.
I want to ask you also about just the dedication of the people that work on this program. I know as far as NASA as an agency goes, the commercial crew program is a pretty lean team. And I know you guys have faced, I hate to use the word unprecedented because it's kind of overused this past year, but it truly is unprecedented. All the challenges that you faced as a team in the last a full year now, launching Demo 2 in the beginning of the pandemic. We're a year into it now. And not only was Demo 2 a success, we had the successful launch of Crew 1, getting ready to bring them home after we launched Crew 2. And so it seems like, none of this work has slowed down, even in the midst of global unrest, health epidemics, social unrest. How has the team been able to do that with all of these external pressures all around us?
It is very true. How much I'm so proud of being a part of this team, being able to lead this team. It is unbelievable what we've done in the last year. And particularly being able to launch our first crewed mission during a pandemic, just months in, actually. Our teams were at this stage getting ready for flight right now. We were still trying to figure out, are people working from home? Are they coming into an office? Or how are we going to handle all this? So our team adapted very quickly. We actually, most of our team works from various centers anyway. So on a daily basis, we're used to talking to each other on teleconferences, maybe not so much on some of the virtual applications that we've got in place now. But we are used to working virtually and across centers and having meetings with our fellow folks across another center. So our team adapted really quickly to that. And it's just amazing to see what they can do and what they were able to do. And then to launch that Demo 2 mission with Bob and Doug last year, and to see that accomplishment, and then to look around at our neighbors, our friends, and everyone, and they're talking about it. And, it was just a bright spot in our country, across the world, actually, during that time, and to be able to be a part of that. It was really cool to see our team come together. You mentioned we do have a small program. It's very true, but they're all rock stars in my mind. Every one of them, even the folks that are supporting a little bit of engineering time here and there, they're all making this happen. And to have those accomplishments of launching, it just says something for the dedication of our team.
Well, congratulations to you and your team. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Final questions for you. Where will you be on launch day?
I will be in one of the support control rooms during launch and kind of monitoring all the systems, monitoring everything as it's going. Hopefully I will get to sneak out a little bit and be able to see the actual launch. But it's one of those times where you want to make sure everything is going well and checking. But you're also have that anxious anxiety going on as well. You're never taking a deep breath until they open up the hatch and you see the astronauts go through and get up there to the International Space Station safely. So it is a time where we're excited for what's happening, but it's also very cool to be able to go back home and then talk with all your neighbors and friends and everybody who's seen exactly what these special people have been able to do.
Dana Hutcherson, thank you so much. Wishing you and the entire NASA and SpaceX teams the best of luck on this upcoming Crew 2 mission.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
A special thanks to Dana Hutcherson, Deputy Manager for NASA's Commercial Crew Program. To learn more about everything going on at the Kennedy Space Center, go to nasa.gov/Kennedy. And if you'd like to find out what's happening at our other NASA centers around the country, go to nasa.gov/podcast. A special shout out to our producer, John Sackman, and editor, Frankie Martin. And remember, on the Rocket Ranch, you gotta keep looking up.